Hi folks, Thurs here, welcome back to Final Fantasy IV, and in today's episode we're hopefully going to be finishing off the Tower of Zot, so please do stick around and join me, and if you enjoy this episode don't forget to hit the like button. Okay, so previously I told you to make sure you've unequipped Tellah of his equipment, and make sure you have taught him the abilities Bard Song and Tsunami, since that will give us some stronger augments a little bit later, which are going to be good for your first playthrough. And when you're ready, head through the doors here into the 6th floor, and don't forget this is the only time in the game we're going to get to visit this dungeon, so if you haven't collected all the treasures from the previous floors, or if you haven't fought the enemies and added them to your bestiary, then go and check the episode before last in order to find out how to get all that stuff. You're going to want it before you move on here. Well, without any further ado, we need to just go around here and move to the north, and look who's waiting for us. None other than Golbez and Cain. Approach them for a cutscene. This is basically a story encounter. In fact, I don't even think you get to control it. Tellah basically casts Fire Guard on Golbez. Does a nice amount of damage, but not enough unfortunately. Maybe a stronger spell will help. Again, nice amount of damage. But it looks like the main elements just aren't taking this fella down. So indeed it's time for Meteor. Meteor's a very powerful spell, and even casting it can cause tremendous strain, but Tellah thinks it's worth the risk. Tip, we've already unequipped him. It seems Cain too has been affected by Meteor, but in what way? It seems that Meteor has in fact freed Cain from Golbez's control.
Why? Why now stay your hand?
You, but how? We will finish this another time.
Cecil! You alright?
Yes, I'm fine, but Tellah...
thinking I could best him.
You shouldn't talk.
I brought this on myself, letting hate consume me so. Please, avenge Anna.
Tellah, no!
Come on! Open your eyes, you old fool!
Oh, Tellah. Rest then with that daughter of yours.
Tellah, we will avenge your death and Anna's. I swear it.
Yeah, how interesting. You think Final Fantasy VII was pretty good with the death of a major character. They're dropping like flies in Final Fantasy IV, aren't they? So yes, unfortunately, Tellah has died. He has left us. And have a moment of sadness. Ah, right then, so back to the important stuff here. We have 3 sparkles on the ground, and that's because we gave Tellah 2 augments. If you didn't give him any augments, you will have 1 sparkle, which will be the Remember augment. And if you gave him 1 augment, you'll also get Remember and Last Stand. And then if you gave him 2, like we did, you'll also get the Fast Talker. So we're going to go ahead and grab all 3. And now we're going to go and speak to Kain. The Remember augment in the PC version is actually called Recall, rather than what it is in the DS version. Let's see how Kain's doing. Yay, we've gained 2 more party members, Kain and Rosa. Now before we move an inch, we need to sort out our party formations and equipment. Make sure we're ready for an upcoming boss fight. Oh, hang on, just need to have a sneezing fest. Okay, so remember we are limited in Final Fantasy IV as to how we can organise who goes on the front and who goes on the back. So we're going to go to party formation here, and we want Sid and Rosa on the back, and Kain, Cecil and Yang on the front. Actually, we want Kain on the back as well, so we're going to go and swap these around. Put you there, you there, like that. And then we can just swap rows. So we want Cecil and Yang on the front row, and then Rosa, Sid and Kane on the back row. And then we're going to go to equipment, and we're going to go down to Rosa. Hopefully start putting some bows to good use again. We did loot the great bow recently, so we'll go ahead and equip that. And I think we're going to go for the silencing arrows. Golden hairpin looks pretty good. Sage's surplice, which he's already wearing anyhow, but we'll keep that on. It's the strongest piece of gear. And then the silver armlet is better than the ruby ring. Right then, the other thing we're going to do for Rosa is give her dual cast augments. Just be careful not to give the augments to the wrong people here as you're making your way through the menus, because we haven't saved for a while. So Rosa can have dual cast. And if we go to our abilities here, go to Rosa, we'll get rid of aim and give her dual cast instead. Kane, you can give him the Blood Lance due to the increased attack, but his other stats, in my opinion, just drop drastically, especially his speed stat. So it's just not worth it. In fact, just keep his equipment exactly as it's already laid out. What you might want to do though, in fact what I do recommend you do, is give him the Cry ability. So give that to Kane. And the other one we've got is Last Stand. I'm going to give that one to Yang. And we're going to give him the Recall one as well, but we're not going to equip either of those at the moment. We're just going to teach them to him. We are going to go ahead, however, and equip the Cry command on Kane. Reduces enemies' defense by half. So as you can see, that's a pretty nice ability to have. And he's got 2 open slots as well anyway. And then run south, and before anything else we get a cutscene followed by a boss battle. An interesting boss battle, which is actually somewhat challenging, but with a correct setup and strategy is something we can handle, I'm sure. So basically, Yang is going to be our damage dealer on this fight, and in all honesty, really, it's only going to be Yang. Cecil is going to be covering Rosa since she's going to be our main healer, and then he'll be defending and won't be attacking. This boss, which looks a bit like Siren, doesn't it? But it isn't. It's Barbariccia or something like that. Cecil is not going to be attacking because I was just going to say this boss counter-attacks with a very powerful physical attack. And the other thing Rosa can do with that dual cast ability we just gave her is to dual cast Shout and Protect. This boss has a lot of health as well. Over 12,000, so we could be here a while. So we're going to dual cast immediately. Shout. And Protect. In that whirlwind form, the only thing we can do... Sid, what did I say Sid was going to do? Did I mention Sid? I can't remember. He can use Spider Silk, but only when we can heal straight away, which we can't at the moment. Right, when she does this whirlwind thing, you have to jump on her with Kane. It's the only thing that can break her out of it, and she's basically immune to damage apart from jump. when she's in this whirlwind form. Pretty nasty ability, eh? So let's get Yang healed up. Since he's our main damage dealer, we don't want him to die particularly. So we're going to keep... we can put Cry on the boss, by the way. Lower the defense of it. There we go, nice. Actually, what we can do here is just use Sid to cast a... by the way, have we got any Hermes sandals? Yeah, because that'll cast haste onto Yang, which will really help boost up his good stuff. Let's cast slow, but she does counter slow. So let's go to Rosa quickly and get a Cure going on everybody. Since look at that damage. Pretty nasty, isn't it? Okay, so we need to jump again. Defend. I'm going to get ready to attack here. Cecil needs to be brought back to life. Some nasty stuff going on here. Nasty, nasty stuff. What have we got in the way of high potions? Might have to use an X potion. We'll try and stick to high for the time being. This is why I said don't attack. He doesn't have raise, which is no good really. And we'll bring Yang back up here. Goodness gracious me. Good job I've got a load of Phoenix Downs. I'm going to need them on this fight. Let's cure it up. Not that I don't think that's going to make a big difference. Let's get a Hermes Sandals going. Find one. There they are. They can only be cast on cell for starters, so that's why I suggested doing it that way. And where's Protect gone? Let's recast Protect here. I'm just going to keep Kane on standby, ready for his jump. Defend. Try and bring everyone back up to full health. And we'll start 3 rounds of focus again on Yang here. Remember, do not attack with Yang while she has the whirlwind around her. Totally and utterly pointless. And we'll get Shell going, ready for the counter attack. Mainly to cover those who died, which was Yang and Cecil. Just keep everyone defending. Right then, here we go with an attack. Let's hopefully see that she's going to survive. Oh no, we've done it. Managed to do enough damage there to actually finish the boss off. Just getting Rosa ready to dual cast Curers. But no need, no need. All sorted. 12,000 XP and 10,000 gil. Very good. So here we go, this is the reason why we can't return to this place. The whole tower, the whole dungeon is going to collapse. Fortunately, Rose has got a plan, and it involves the teleport spell. Okay, so the first thing she could think of was to teleport us all to Cecil's bedroom. Fair enough, at least we're safe. Right, so it sounds like the story's taken a bit of a turn here. There's actually another 4 crystals, dark crystals, that are theoretical or legendary, but supposedly located under the ground. And now that Golbez has the 4 main crystals, he's going to be searching for the 4 dark crystals. So then he'll have all 8 for his sinister purposes. So what we're going to do now is basically make our way to, well, first of all to the world map, and then we're going to get some optional stuff, including some new augment stuff, before continuing on with the actual story. So fortunately Sid has been clever about the situation, and he has put a remote control on the airship previously, and that has allowed him to bring it to our location. So hopefully it'll be waiting for us outside of Baron Castle. And it is. Wonderful. So our next destination is going to be the Lodestone Cavern, which we were... that was the location we was at a few episodes ago, you might remember. It's up in the Troya continent. So we're going to head there next, but we're going to save that for the next episode. So come back and join me then, folks. But until that time, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you soon.